meetings that we really can motivate you guys to sign up and get involved and help us to get the school open in fall of 2011. We firmly believe that the Pastoral Goals Cooperative Charter School will be a benefit to our community. We will be providing a free public school choice for parents that is currently not available. We, in addition to that, will expect parents to participate in the education of their children, and we ask for this in very clear and defined manner that is imperative to the success of the school. The parent participation will allow for us to use our limited funding resources to provide for performing and visual arts, second language, physical education, and access to technology. All of these things are super important when it comes to educating children for the 21st century.
I'm going to address the subject of curriculum and what the curriculum is going to look like and how that may differ than what you see in a traditional classroom. So at PRCC, our goal is to meet, obviously, the state standards, but also exceed them. It's a college prep experience that we're looking for, and that may sound funny when you're talking about a kindergartner, but it's the whole attitude that you develop starting from kindergarten all the way through, that they're college bound. The small setting and the intimate school culture will provide the flexibility needed to address the different styles of learners that the children will have. We're going to focus on the whole child, with the core subjects, obviously, a focus on science, second language, like Kelly mentioned, music, drama, art, and a character development program also. We're going to have interdisciplinary connections. For those of you that aren't in education, that means, let's say at 6th grade, a social science teacher is teaching about ancient Greeks, then you'll see something about Greek architecture show up in the art class, and then in literature they're reading Greek mythology. So you'll see that same type of content interwoven throughout the disciplines. That gives a whole world, real-life context for the learning, rather than, unfortunately, what you see in a lot of classrooms today are little bits and pieces that don't necessarily fit together. To create meaning for the students, to make it meaningful, it's really nice to have those subjects interwoven throughout the curriculum. We're going to be using a variety of methodologies in the classrooms. You'll see teachers that are fluent in differentiated instruction, which is a process where teachers meet students based on their particular strengths. So maybe you have a kinesthetic learner, or you have an auditory learner, or visual learner. Maybe you've got somebody that picks up information like this, or maybe somebody needs to hear it several different times or work at a slower pace to really internalize it. The teachers are going to use those methodologies to really make sure they connect with all types of learners. You're going to see direct instruction, interactive learning, which is a lot of group learning, active learning, experience-rich, multisensory learning, and an inquiry-based approach to learning, where kids can be given a type of problem and then find out the answer rather than just be told an answer. And please remember it. So,
with PRCCS, we'll have a public school tuition-free option that promises a quality education in an environment that emphasizes parental involvement in your kids' education. The ability to maintain the arts, technology, physical education, and second language ensures that the education that they receive is well-rounded and effective in the real world. As I really was so excited about the flexibility of curriculum, and specifically, I'm just going to give you one example. So I was teaching actually 7th and 8th grade, which is a really interesting thing being a multiple subject credential. And I was teaching geometry, and I got to teach hands-on geometry in the garden. So this is a garden that the community and the kids have built, and they had garden beds made out of all these different shapes. And so we got to do area and perimeter and volume and measurement and all these great, really hands-on math activities. And I really feel like it brought the learning to another level, and it made it really relevant to them, as opposed to just kind of like pencil and paper, this is geometry. So I wanted just to say that charter schools allow for that flexibility. They also encourage a lot of additional professional development opportunities that some traditional schools may not offer. So I think that teachers get even more opportunity to work together and to collaborate to solve, to help meet the needs of the children. And finally,
extended day at PRCCS. So you're actually going to be having a day that's longer than a typical school day. That, with the parent infusion into the culture, is going to create opportunities children